Howdy, 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 folks. It's your boy, Heffatangs, back with another video for you guys. And today we have the how to complete the Tank Destroyer on the Hunt mission. Now, if you haven't watched my previous video on how to complete the On the Hunt light tank missions, go click the top right corner of your screen. I will link that video right now. Once you complete both the light tank and the Tank Destroyer missions, you will get a crew commander, plus some 2x XP boosters and some premium time as well. But let's focus on today's problem. And I call it a problem because, well, honestly, I can't stand playing Tank Destroyers. If you guys have noticed on my channel, I don't put a lot of Tank Destroyer videos out because I honestly don't like the gameplay of Tank Destroyers. So this mission was incredibly tedious for me. I don't have very good Tank Destroyers because I just don't grind down those lines, as in tier 10s and whatnot. Obviously, I have all of the premium ones that they give us because obviously I like premium tanks and free stuff, so why wouldn't I have those tanks? Well, would you look at that, less than a minute into the video and I've already gone off on a tangent. Alright, bringing myself back to the video. In the background, you see me playing the SU-2254. This is the tier 9 for the 263 Russian tier 10 Tank Destroyer line. Honestly, I super enjoyed this tank, and I usually have some pretty nice games in it, so that's what you're seeing in the background now. But that is enough of that. Let's get into the first op that you're going to have to complete for this Tank Destroyer on the Hunt. Alrighty, so the first op is deal 50,000 or more damage in any number of battles. Obviously, you got to be playing Tank Destroyers for all of these missions, and it's going to be for multiplayer only for all of these missions. Now, when it says multiplayer, that includes Cold War, you guys. So if you got some Cold War Tank Destroyers that you want to load up in, go for it. It's actually a good idea because there's a lot more hit points on the battlefield in Cold War. And that's something that I forgot to mention in my light tank game, is that if you have light tanks and you want to play Cold War, go for it, because Cold War has even more hit points than tier 10 does for World War II. So use that to your advantage if you so like. Now, the Tank Destroyer missions are a lot more straightforward than light tank missions were. So, first one, just do damage. Alright, easy. You just need to put out damage in your games. So play whatever Tank Destroyers you feel most comfortable in putting out damage. I, for one, tier 8 wise, I'm going to set this up a little bit similarly to how I set the light tank ones. I'm going to tell you guys some good options to be playing at tier 8s, 9s, and 10s. So, as for tier 8s, I personally used mainly the SU-130. This tank was given out not too long ago in your garage for free by Wargaming, so if you did complete that, then you should have this tank in your garage. This thing's a beast. It's super camouflaged if you throw a good crew, some camo nets on it, and it has a 530 or 540 alpha or something, which is a massive alpha damage for a tier 8 Tank Destroyer. And it doesn't have a bad reload, it doesn't have bad gun handling. The only thing bad about it is that it's a fixed hole and you can only turn your gun right and left so much, but even your gun arc on the tank is pretty dang nice, alright? So the SU-130 is a super solid tank to be doing this damage with. And another really good one at tier 8 is the Iron Rain. Now this one I don't think has been given out for free. I think it's only purchasable, so if you have it in your garage, this thing has the potential to dump a lot of damage out in one clip. It is a 490 alpha with 3 shots in this clip, so if you pen every single one of those shots in your clip, you're going to be doing around 1400 damage in one clip. That is crazy good. You just need to do that 50,000 times if you do 1,000 damage a game. So yeah. joking, you guys. Alright, another really good tank to choose is the Scorpion G. This was another tank that was given out for free. There's sort of a pattern here. I want to try to give you guys the best options in your garages that you might actually have. If Wargaming gave free tanks out, then I'm hoping that you guys got them and that you can use them. So, same thing with the Scorpion G. This thing's got a 490 alpha, a fully traversable turret. Its camo can still get down to really sneaky. Not as sneaky as the SU-130, but still very sneaky. Decent mobility, great gun handling, good solid choice. Alright, if we move up to tier 9, there aren't really any tier 9 premium tanks. So if you want to play tier 9 Tank Destroyers, you're just going to have to go with whatever tech tree Tank Destroyers you have. And there are some solid tech tree tanks at tier 9. I'm using one in the gameplay right here. This thing has a great DPM, good accuracy. Sure, it has horrible right and left turret, like gun arc, but I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some. Can't have everything in a tank destroyer. Another good tier 9 is the Swedish tank destroyer at tier 9, the STRV 103. Super sneaky, accurate gun, good DPM. The Tortoise at tier 9 for the British tank destroyers has the best DPM in the game at tier 9. Super solid tank. Conway, also a super solid tank. Just don't get spotted in it. And lastly, the tier 9 American tank destroyer, T-30, super solid, great turret, good gun depression, good gun handling. Alright, so let's move on to tier 10. There is literally only one tier 10 tank destroyer that's a premium tank in the game, the Object 268 version 5. And this was also a free tank that Wargaming was giving out, so you guys should have it in the garage if you completed that op. 268 version 5 has a very nice Alpha 850, a fully traversable turret. It has a good speed, it has decent armor. This is a super solid tank. Its gun handling is much to be desired at times. You don't want to rush your shots with this tank. You want to fully aim them. I'm warning you. But if you can smack people for its alpha of 850, then you're going to be stacking up some fucking damage real quick, you guys. I'm just going to backtrack a little bit to tier 7 because there are some decent tank destroyers at tier 7 now. The only thing with tier 7 is, like I said, the further tiers you go down, the less hit points there are in the battlefield, which just means you're going to be playing this game longer, possibly, okay, depending on how good you play in the tank destroyers. But the E25, super sneaky, super high DPM, great tank at tier 7. Super Hellcat, we just got this in the season pass, you guys. Also, super sneaky tank, great DPM, great mobility. Alright, these are both two really good tanks at tier 7. If you have them, go ahead and try them out, see how you do. After completing Op 1, you will get 500,000 silver and 1 day of premium. Alright, let's move into the second op for tank destroyers on the hunt. Alrighty, for this one, you just have to destroy 40 vehicles in a tank destroyer and in multiplayer. Now, if you really wanted to, and you wanted to fast line it through this, you could. It's gonna sound sort of fucked up, but I mean, this is if you want to get it done fast, you're gonna have to do some scummy things, and that's kill stealing. Now, honestly, I don't care if you steal my kill. Kills don't matter to me. It's all about that big old damage number at the end. So, if you want to steal the people's kills or whatever, or get the most kills, you want a tank that has a decent alpha damage. You want to be able to take a hit points away if he's. You don't want to have a little teeny alpha damage, and if he has 230 hit points and you only have 100 damage, you're going to have to take 2 shots, and in that 2 shots, someone else can take that kill before you can. So you want that 5-something alpha, so that if he has anywhere between 100 to 500, you can easily take him off of the field. Something like the SU-130. Really good at taking kills. It's mobile too, so if the people are moving, you can move with them. Alright, that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. It's you just gotta get kills. You can either change your gameplay up and steal them, or you can just play regularly and you'll get the kills over time no matter what. I probably got the kills over time not even trying to steal them in a couple games, 3 or 4 games or something like that. Oh my god, that's a lie, 3 or 4 games. What the fuck kind of math is that? What am I? I'm not, oh my god. I realized what came out of my mouth, and I realized that I would have to literally be a god to get 40 kills in 3 or 4 games. Okay, so yeah, it took more games than that, obviously, you guys, okay? Now let's move on to the third op. Operation number 3, deal 125,000 damage in any number of battles in a tank destroyer, you guys. Oh my god, when I saw that, I almost cried, because I was at this point so sick and tired of playing tank destroyers, and now I had to get 125,000 damage in tank destroyers again. So, yeah, all the same rules apply as the first op, alright? It's just way more damage. Goody. The fact that I didn't have very good tech tree tanks at tier 10 that are tank destroyers did not help this mission at all. I had to play the E3 and the 263, and honestly, I can't stand either of those tanks. Alright, one of them's too slow, and the other one just gets penned in its turret because everybody knows the weak spot is the mantlet, and they just load heat, and they just go right through your turret, right through the front of your face. So, couldn't stand either of them. Granted, they can be good tanks. I did have good games in them. I'm sure that you guys could have good games in them as well. But if you have other tech tree tanks, give them a try. If you enjoy playing the tank and you're good at doing damage in the tank, it doesn't matter what tank it is, honestly. Now, as for Cold War, I can't say much about it because I don't play Cold War very often, but I know that we just got a tank for free in the Season Pass that is a tank destroyer, and it is called NM116. It's a Western Alliance Era 1 tank destroyer, and this thing, honestly, I've played a couple games in it, and it's a little powerhouse of a little guy. It's got a little small alpha damage, like 280, but it has a really good rate of fire, really good camo, and it has a good mobility, so it's all you need. Like, if you can put up some high games in this thing. The other tier, well, not tier, the other Western Alliance Era 2 tank is the M50, which has a 6-shot auto loader. It does 390 alpha, so you can do some decent damage in this thing. I haven't played it. I think I've watched like one tank review on it. It's a meme, you know, it's fun. But as for Tech Tree Western Alliance tanks, you have the Charioteer A, the Conway, the 4005. I haven't played any of these tanks. I don't know how they work, but use them if you have them. Same goes with the Eastern Alliances. They have the 268 SU-122, the Object 120. I haven't played any of these tanks, but they're here if you have them. Use them. It's all damage at the end of the day, you guys. That is pretty much going to be all of my tips and tricks for how to get through this tank destroyer op. Hopefully you guys enjoy tank destroyers more than I do, and you will not actually hate your lives while playing this op. After you do complete both the light tanks and now this op, you will get on screen, you will get Klimov, a 2-star premium crew member, commanders, whatever. You get 5 silver boosters, and you get 1 day of premium time. All in all, I did enjoy doing these missions, mainly the light tanks, but free money and free premium time is free money and free premium time, honey, alright? You gotta get that one. They're giving it to you. Alrighty, you guys, give me a ammo rack to my like button, give me an ammo rack to my subscribe button, go and deck the frickin' bell in the top right to be let to know when I drop another video. And you guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Guys, I say you guys a lot. Okay, I'm done. This video's done. I'm done.